Hello, viewers. I'm SB, and welcome back to Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown, where I have gone ahead and finished all of the training stuff they had for us and gotten back up to over 500 crystals. So let's pick up this additional healing potion here before we move on. Obviously, pretty high value. She just wiggled her fan at me until my potion doubled. I will say, over the course of the training, it was mostly just like really elementary stuff, but there were two things that I think were interesting there. First of all, we can do this like standing charge attack. We've seen that plenty. There is a mid combo charge attack that comes out faster and seems to really fuck up shielded enemies. So that's probably going to be useful. And the other thing is just that while air comboing people, it seems like you can use the arrow to reset your air combo without knocking the enemies away. So increased juggling by spending arrows in the air. Aside from that, I think we're ready to, just continue. We have so many places to go. And I don't remember. I didn't add a marker down here. Maybe I didn't even know what we needed to do to get down here. We have lots of things to do. I guess let's check down here first, because it is right here. Oh, that was a mite clumsy. Do we know where that goes? Okay, we've been through all that. What we're interested in is this. Okay, it's just a thing that opens from the other side. So, down here... Remarkably, there are still paths that are not fully explored. This place is huge and expansive. We did pick up another piece of the prophecy, but I don't think there's a lot of reason to go back there just yet. Not until we have the whole thing, right? Oh, the other thing that happened was when we completely filled our... I don't actually even know how to show this. Here we go. When I completed the challenges, he unlocked a different level 1 Othra Surge for us that I've equipped because it looks cool and you can do it in the air. I don't know if it's better or not, but it's cool and it looks different. So when we do our level 1 surge, that's why it looks like that. Later, nerd. Okay, how close am I to the spot? It's actually very far away. Can we fast travel from tree to tree? I guess I didn't even, like, really try it. Oh, that's a dead end. Ow. You'll warm up a little bit, just a little bit rusty. I'm assuming that if there isn't tree fast travel now, there will be, I'm sure. Oops, I went back into the wrong room. That chakram was an expression of frustration. That's how you know how I'm feeling. Okay, that very well still could have hit me. Like that. There we go. Okay. So I wonder if the gold wind is always just like, this is always sort of telling us this is the forwardly direction in this area, or if it's, if you only get that gold wind. Oh, it probably just means you're kind of near a tree, right? We have nothing to talk about just yet. I was gonna say, I wonder if it might actually be an indicator that there is still stuff to have in a direction. Oh, that's not good. So early, so early. Wow, that really we did not know about that before. Check out the little little floating gecko. Well, that's interesting. Ah, okay. So we wouldn't have been able to get in there, but from that we would have been able to tell that there was a space behind that. Okay. Well then, there was in fact a real good reason to come back down here. And then we're gonna go to the next tree and try to do something past that. Yeah, you know, honestly, I feel like it's been a while since I played a Metroidvania that I was really into. So this has been a fun find. Oh jeez, what a lack of professionalism. There we go. May as well refill. Alright, just touch the tree, so this is where I respawn. Okay, so now we want to drop down here, and there's a couple of unexplored directions. Apparently, I don't think my timing was very good there, but it also seems to me like you probably can't parry the attack from above. I'll try that again. I should have just tapped shift instead of trying to walk out of the way. I gotta remember that even without directional input, like shift still does this when you're stationary. So this is...
Hi, Sargon.
Oh, okay. Sure. I don't think we need this.
Lend me your Eye of the Wanderer. I'll add the information I've gleaned about this area.
Because we've been pretty thorough in this area, but I'm curious what kinds of secret stuff it shows. Okay, yeah, it's not actually the most helpful, because it really does, like, this goes to either nowhere or to a different region. This goes out to a different region. We were pretty close to finished. Might have been better to just save the money. This is new though. I wonder if there's a good reason I would want that closed, or are they just demoing how the doors work? Can I... Okay, so we need to flip it And maybe we'll get an ability to flip it at a distance somehow? I wonder, actually... No, no effect. Okay, worry about it later. Okay, additional memory shards. So it does seem like this is a thing we are Metroidvania locked here. There's some critical item we are missing. All right, well, go ahead and memory shard about it, and then I guess just head back up for the moment. These things happen to everyone. Don't take it too personally. Okay, so then all the way to the right there's something, and up from there, but we know we can't get up from there right now anyway. Curse you. Okay. Now that we've seen a wall open up like that, you know, I'm going to be nervous about it everywhere. Also looks fake as hell. There's not room for there to be much on the other side of that, unfortunately. I was supposed to take the thing. Okay, so it looked like just a big gap over here, but there is something far enough out. We definitely don't get anything for going down. Okay, there's gonna be a grappling hook, something. That is definitely a grappling hook point. I guess let me see if I can get that on camera here. I don't know how I managed to stop holding that button. Does my screenshot have the thing in it? Yeah, okay, cool. I will not forget for later. Ubisoft Connect, go away. Nobody wants you with their programs. Everyone is angry that you are here. What's that like? Okay, so now question, can we get up to that room? Because that would probably be useful. Okay, it's just a weird little bit of light. Like for a second there, I thought I saw something golden in the corner. I forgot the platform was gonna screw up my parry. Darn it. Those things do a surprising amount of damage. There we go. Gotta get my crystals back somehow. Thanks for the juggle, friends. What? I'm a little annoyed. We got the red you tried to parry and fail hit there. But I don't like, I don't know, it felt like I did the timing. That's a very satisfying way to get that. Alright, anyway, I need to stop screwing around with these things and just get through the other side of the room. Okay, so up and alright. It is remarkably hard to do even like basically competent work at some of this while talking, so I do apologize that I'm probably a little quieter than usual here. Even though it'd be difficult to describe some of this as basically competent. Okay, so it's... through here, and then... Alright, up and out the top right. We probably can't cover that gap, but we're gonna try at least. Yep. The timing on the big gold lunge is so much slower. Okay. So it's up here. Let's see if we can figure out a way to make that happen. I feel like I tried when we were here before. Maybe just not very hard? No, yeah, I just didn't know. I must have gotten distracted. There's lots of places where there's multiple directions you can go, right? I guess before I screw around, I should follow the gold wind. Although, actually, maybe I don't have a trivial way of doing that. I'm getting a little nervous here, so this area is giving me a bad feeling. Okay, nope, the tree's right there. It is, in fact, all good, all fine. Excuse me, hello? Could you open... Alright. I don't think she's gonna open the door for me. That's interesting. Okay, so we can't We can't charge up in the air, and I can't direct my charge up in any direction. I guess this is just a... Unless I've forgotten something, this would seem to be a tool that we just don't have. Once again, may as well take pictures so I remember what was broken where, because the odds that I'm going to remember what kinds of problems we were having in which places, basically zero. And I think we all know that. Alright, so let's get back to the sort of central part of the temple. But I'm glad we came out here. I think this was productive. Come on now. Just embarrassing work. Really, I'm frustrated with myself. May as well, right? Guys, engagement strategy could use some work. Alright, I'm actually good. I don't feel like we need to spend a lot of time with that dude. Alright, so top right here. I don't remember if we had determined that that was undoable or not. What's this next chamber? It's obvious enough on the map that you'd think I would have tried it. But I would say that about the other area that we definitely hadn't tried as well. Yeah, okay. Definitely just hadn't been here. Good to know. Clearing things up. Found ourselves the hunter and the man-eater. Dalier, I write these words that you will never read. You will never again see the sun at dawn playing with the leaves of our dear Hyrcanian forest. You will no longer hear the song of the water dancing between the pebbles. You will no longer see the return of the red autumn you loved. The Manticore has deprived you of all these pleasures, and deprived me of my only son. When our ancestors arrived in this land, Jahandar, the Manticore had already been here forever, but we managed to share the same sun by living in neighboring lands. One day, he ventured into our forest. He trampled on paths, stained our clearings, and sowed blood and misery on our once peaceful lands. He devoured our families, entire villages, my young brothers, my sisters. I thought I could save you by taking you with me, by hiding us deeper and deeper in the forest, but he found you. My sorrow is immense, but my sword will not tremble. I will no longer turn on my heel when I hear his roars in the dark. Jahandar must die. Spring will return. I wonder if we're going to have to deal with that. So it sure does look like you're intended to be able to go up in this chamber, but I don't think we can quite reach. Yeah, I need upward motion. But I can get a crystal. Alright, well there's nothing particularly to take a picture of, it's just empty. That was a little early. I could have taken a hit there. Yeah, that's pretty cool, right? Okay. So then it would be cool if we could get up there, but I think we cannot probably. I imagine I would have gone further up if there was an easy way to do so. Yeah, okay. Double jump or grappling hook work or something. So I guess then leftward. But we're learning many useful and interesting things. Wait, how expensive was the
Welcome.
upgrade to the potion healing effect? Okay, it's only 250. We're not quite there, but we might reasonably get there pretty soon. So what over here do we need to check out? Is there a way to go up or down on this? And then there's like, yeah, potentially all kinds of stuff around here. I mean, I certainly don't see a way up. Never mind. It's an elevator. You just use the button. So a whole new area, in fact. Okay, the positioning of that gives me hope that maybe this will be the part where we find the double jump, or whatever, you know, whatever it is that gets us into these higher places. Or I guess you're just supposed to drop down to that. I mean, that's fine. It was very dramatic, but I don't know that it was worth all the time. That's a very solid strike. He really bludgeoned the shit out of me. Where am I relative to the place I want to go? Further than I would like. I do feel like it should probably just remember the last tree you passed. I like that he was sort of startled by the flip, and so he couldn't really react. Because, like, obviously it should have made us appear here instead, right? Okay, I have arbitrarily decided we're going to try left this time. Nope, never mind. Well, at least we know. Not to get my entire body chopped off. Yeah, that was very early. I can't believe that I can't believe that he just like stuck his spear into the part between the charge up and the strike so easily, so confidently. My charged attack makes me look like an asshole. I will admit, I'm having a little bit more trouble with this than I was expecting to. I am not I am having trouble finding time where I'm feeling like on my game, sort of like up to the task of a tightly timed, even sort of tightly timed action game, just because of all of my sleep disturbance stuff. So I've been a little afraid. Every time it's time to sit down and play this, I'm like, I'm gonna embarrass myself. Yeah, and he just jumps clean over anything you try to. It's very impressive. Stop pressing the button so early. I see him start to animate, and I press the thing right away. Because, oh no, an attack. Well, the thing is, that's probably actually not an unreasonable strategy, as long as the button I'm pressing is dodge and not block. You don't necessarily need to parry. We could do a lot of like dodge back and then charge in type maneuvers, and in fact there's even, you know, the strike you execute when you are in mid dodge covers a bunch of distance for exactly that purpose. But the game put just enough training into me about the parry button. There we go. See, it's a little safer. Oh wow, okay, his parry lasts a year. That's annoying. I was like, okay, well, all the shine is off of the animation. Surely it is safe to hit him again now. But no such luck. Early prototype designed for a platformed counterbalance elevator. Oh. Cool, I guess. I'm not even sure what. That's a weird little room. I guess let's drop down here. Ah, okay. Well, we have scored some progress now. Look at how obviously there's a fucking, like, rectangle in this wall. It wants to open up. I'm not sure how I made that other one open. But that sure feels like a place where there would be a secret, right? Okay, new tags. Slightly increase all melee damage in the air, and it takes up 2 slots. I mean, it seems like a good one. Yeah, that's a one-way drop downward. So I guess we've reached the end of the use of this area? Okay. I had to learn sometime. I do admit I'm a little surprised about the teleport you backwards thing. I kind of thought it would just do an amount of damage. Does it go downward any further? It does not. Alright, well, good to know. then we're going to want to run... In theory, there's actually a bunch of branches off of this room. Potentially. This room, sorry. And of course, we did not have the bow when last we were here. I thought for sure his charge was going to end eventually.
Hi, Sargon.
We will absolutely buy a map.
Lend me your Eye of the Wanderer. I'll add...
Yeah, I didn't mean to put down a marker at all. Okay. So the elevator does, in theory, go down further. But I guess I gotta do something to make it want to do that. Alright. How do I get down? And get down here, I guess. I couldn't get up left before, and there... Well, it's a closed area, though. There's not too much going on up there. I suppose we should just check it out. Too early. Bad work, me. That is a grapple point up on that statue's head. Actually, you know what? That amulet would be pretty okay. Alright, see what else is going on around here. Up high, Jahandar resides for eternity. With the body of a lion, the face of a human, and the tail of a scorpion, Jahandar has always devoured men. Those who ventured in the Hyrcanian forest and crossed his path would disappear forever. To satisfy his appetite, Jahandar once walked through the gates of the citadel, spreading terror for 3 days. 500 warriors were tasked to confront him. None survived. Darius was still a young king. Armed with the royal sword that Kaheva had forged for him, he set out to challenge Jahandar. 100 times he managed to avoid his poison stingers. 100 times he countered his charges. Darius called on Atash, the sacred fire. Jahandar had never encountered such resistance from a mortal. He was defeated. Darius spared his life, but locked him up in the upper citadel. Thus began the legend of Darius, King of Kings, whose wisdom and courage would make Persia shine throughout the known world. Okay. So it seems like we're headed in the direction of the Manticore, then. For hopefully obvious reasons, I am not the most jazzed I have ever been. Glad we got that second potion.
Heard that one before.
It's awfully believable here, though. Okay, tail not damageable. pretty decent amount of damage. And it buys you a second.
You are immortal. Death is your destiny.
He makes a compelling point. Drink potion. Okay. Why did I press the button so early? No. Okay. We can do this. Ah, take that. So you lose a little bit of your horizontal momentum when you're landing from a jump. Okay, I didn't get as much health back from that as I would have liked. Probably should just use the potion. I would have been fine if I had actually parried that swipe, I think. You know, the chakram doesn't deal much damage, but it does get us some,
You are immortal. Death is your destiny.
yeah, some Othra. I need to stand further back so that I'm not trying to guess where exactly in the animation he's going to begin charging. Trying to train myself to train myself to be able to fill my bar a little bit, and wow, he came down instantly there. That sucked. He was hardly even off screen before he came back down. Oh, alright. I definitely did it. I'm a little frustrated by that. Ah, you fool. I wasn't sure what he was going to do when we were backed up against the wall there, and then he hesitated. It seems like the amount of time he stays up in the air is like semi-random. obviously it's nice to get that.
You are immortal.
I just don't.
Death is your destiny.
Okay, I can kind of skip it, sort of. Oh, okay. Okay, interesting. I probably ought to drink. Oh, okay. He's picked up a new move there. Oh, all right. Another new move.
Bummer.
A little something back here. So had to land a couple of clean parries there at the end to make that work the way I wanted it to, but we got there. Is that our fourth chunk? Or sorry, was that a whole? I think that was a. I can't tell if that was our fourth petal or if that was a whole flower by itself. But I will say one thing I don't love about the way that ended is I think it feels kind of bad to have like you deliver a big blow and then there's a cutscene where some animation happens or whatever. Like, let me do the thing. It's cooler if it's the button that the player pressed, the attack from the button that the player pressed that kills the enemy, right? Instead of it happening in some little side animation. Okay, we got our air dash. Looks like it's just horizontal. Can also be used after being hit to stop a fall before reaching the ground. Wow, that's a healthy air dash too. I like the way it's animated like a wall run, even if there's no wall. That's kind of cool. But yeah, you absolutely cannot use it to go upward. Still, it's for sure going to open up some new options.
Any sign of the prince?
None. And I've been scouring the place for 3 days now.
3 days? Artaban, but we only got here hours ago.
Hours for you. Days for me. Years for Ardashir's man.
Yeah, I think it's weird that the prince still hasn't caught on to the thing that's happening here. All right, so we have plenty of currency now. But we'll go back when we need to go back. For right now, there's a whole lot of stuff yet unexplored. Ah. Okay. I do feel like it's pretty rude to have a jump onto a platform you can't see that has spikes at the bottom of it. All right, in this area you are definitely supposed to go to like right now, right this moment.
Not so rough with the prince.
Anahita, I know you. You're loyal to the crown. What is the meaning of this?
There is still a long way to go. Hold! I know that Athra...
Anahita, stop right there!
It's not. She could smell his axe body spray from there.
Go after him!
Oh, I'm not allowed to move around. I just have to watch. I just have to watch as they leave. Thanks for letting me get at least that much of a drink. I'm doing a terrible job of parrying those ranged attacks. Okay, this is getting a little heavy. That was pretty cool, though. I should use my chakra more on enemies who are stacked up. Also, I should try not to get hit 1,500 times during the first couple of enemies of that set. I can definitely do better than that. Unfortunately now, running. It's the running show. These developers decided that this was a fun thing to do again. I feel like we had a period there where we got away from this stuff more, and then Dark Souls convinced everybody that it was a good idea because everybody just wants to do whatever Dark Souls was doing, regardless of whether or not it's actually making their game better. Thing we should definitely actually interact with. Ah, okay. The fast travel network. We knew it would exist eventually. And, you know, not that the platforming stuff isn't fun, but I don't know that it, like, necessarily improves anything about the game to have to do it again after, you know, to get another attempt at that fight.
Not so rough with the prince.
I don't know, maybe they're not expecting you to have lost. I will say that first group went down a lot easier this time. Teamwork's nice.
Hassan and Anahita. They were above us a moment ago.
I see. They must have gone up west. It's strange. It's a maze here, but I feel I've walked this path before.
Farah? Are you all right?
Yes, all is well. Here, take this. I don't want to lose anyone to this place.
Press right click right when the third attack hits an enemy. Okay.
Stay on the path to the Samor Gate. I'll meet you up there.
I feel like we don't usually get to land the third attack. It's usually that's the one that they block, but we'll see if that's worth the 2 slots or not. Within these walls rests a vast collection of scientific and cultural research from around the world. These archives contain knowledge of gods and all creatures upon the world, past and present. This information is universal and open to all who seek to know more, by official decree of King Darius the Great. I mean, that is pretty great. You're not going to find a much better unalloyed good in the universe than public libraries. For centuries, Mount Kaf was a welcoming place. Under the reign of King Darius, the whole world visited the Citadel of Knowledge. Faced with growing threats, the king asked his architect to devise elaborate fortifications. Long after the death of the king, Mariam the architect, driven mad by the curse, continued to develop the city. Hi.
He is coming.
Okay.
Huh?
He wants to lock us up.
Who?
That's the whole conversation?
He is coming.
Huh?
Okay.
He wants to...
Who?
Well, this is... okay. Neat and spooky.
Quiet!
Huh?
He has been freed.
Who has?
He is surely hunting you, hunting us all.
You know, Sargon... You're allowed to respond to things with more than, huh?
Oh, you found me. But I wasn't lost, you know.
Huh? It's just like the worst Tim Allen impression. So at the moment, damage taken into Athra buildup. I do like the blessing. I think we lose Arslan's glory too much to benefit from it very much. So maybe we take off the Wolf Bride thing too. And try this out. Let's press left click right when the attack hits the third enemy. I said right click because the word right is right after it, but... There we go. A notorious scribe appointed by the king, the jailer Benam took on the role of guardian of knowledge with solemn dedication. As so many years passed, he served with unrelenting, unforgiving devotion. Though the king died and the curse festers, Benam wanders the archives, forever serving justice. Huh. But not building secret doors into the stacks. Alright, you know what? we probably ought to leave it here. The game is compelling, and I don't want to stop playing, but I do have limited time available to me. So we're probably going to stop it here for today. Thank you all so much for watching. You know, we got through that Manticore. It didn't take that many tries. When you come back next time, we're going to find out whatever kind of horrifying, spooky shit lives at the heart of this library. And then onward to even weirder stuff yet unknown. And we'll see you then.